In the thrilling world of GT3 racing, where speed and skill are everything, a dynamic mix of teams and legendary car manufacturers battle for glory. You have all the popular teams and car brands, such as Aston Martin, BMW, Ferrari, and Porsche, that have been dominating the racetracks of historic national and global series for years. However, let's rewind to a decade ago, 2015, when something unexpected happened in the racing world. Among the giants of the sport, a bold newcomer emerged in GT racing, Renault. While stars like Lamborghini and McLaren have been dominating the scene for ages, Renault entered the spotlight with a fresh approach to shake things up. Although not many people noticed them at first, and they didn't receive the same level of fame as the others, they brought something unique to the sport. So even if they weren't the most famous, the excitement was genuine, the stakes were high, and each race was Renault's chance to show that determination and passion can rewrite the rules of the sport. Renault is a French car company that boasts a rich history of success in prestigious competitions such as the 24 Hours of Le Mans, as well as strong presence in rallying and Formula One racing thanks to Renault Sport, its performance division. Renault started its special one-make racing series in the late 1990s. Before the RS01, there was the Mégane Trophy, a racing version of the Mégane road car that competed in its own one-make racing series from 2005 to 2013. In 2014, Renault announced its intention to create a new one-make trophy championship, the Renault Sport Trophy. In 2015, Renault launched the RS01 race car for the new series. The car had been displayed at the Moscow Auto Show in Russia the year before. Essentially, it was a purpose-built race car that replaced the Mégane Trophy. The RS01 is the most powerful one-make racer from Renault, and also the only Renault race car not based on an actual street car. It started as a one-make series racer, but later received the green light for GT3 racing. So it's more like a sports car prototype that operated under GT racing rules rather than being a dedicated GT3 car from birth. Interesting, right? The RS01 was notably different, especially when compared to other Renault models. That's because the design process for RS01 was akin to creating a concept car, focusing on being unique and innovative rather than merely following typical design rules. It took 5 months to complete the project. The RS01 is more like a Le Mans prototype rather than a GT car beneath its body. The car is low to the ground and features an aerodynamic shape that helps it move smoothly through the air. The design impacts the balance of weight between the front and back, known as weight distribution. The RS01 shared design cues with two concept cars by Renault, the Desire and Alpine A11050. Renault's one-make series allowed its engineers to go all out and build an unrestricted purpose-built race car. Unlike most GT3 cars, which use a modified version of an existing road car chassis, the RS01 had an LMP1 spec carbon fiber chassis that adhered to the FIA LMP1 rules from 2014, keeping it light at about 2,500 pounds. Dallara built its frame to be a top-tier racing machine, which is much more advanced and expensive machine than the GT3s. While built from the ground up, its powertrain is straight from the Nissan GT-R, featuring a mid-mounted 3.8-liter V6 twin-turbo engine tuned by Renault Sport's Japanese partner Nismo with a dry sump lubrication system. It produces 550 horsepower and more than 600 Nm of torque with a 7-speed paddle-shift gearbox. Before becoming a GT3 racer, the RS01 was faster than a GT3 but slightly slower than the DTM Class 1 touring cars of its era. Its superior aerodynamics created more downforce than a McLaren P1. It featured a double wishbone pushrod layout with adjustable Öhlins dampers, a setup usually seen in F1 and Le Mans prototypes. The Renault Sport Trophy ran in 2015 and 2016, featuring two driver types, Pro and Amateur. Professionals raced for the Elite Pro Class Championship, while amateurs competed in the Prestige AM Class. The Pro Class winner gets a prize to kickstart their racing career in a premier international racing series. At the same time, the AM Class champion receives an award to help them move into high-level endurance racing. The main prize offered a complete development program and a rookie test with the Nismo team for the Super GT series in Japan. As Nissan and Renault are partners, this provided a clear path to join in an elite touring car championship. If they didn't get picked to race in that series, they get a prize of €200,000 instead. The Renault Sport Trophy held championships for both teams and drivers. In 2015, the Oregon team won the team championship. Andrea Pisatola came in first in the Pro Class, while Dario Capitanio and David Fuminelli won in the Amateur Class and Endurance Trophy, respectively. In 2016, Peter Scotthorst won the Pro Class, and Fabian Schiller took the AM Class and the Endurance title with his teammate Marcus Pautala. Despite winning the award to compete in Super GT, overall champions Andrea and Peter went on to compete in different GT racing series. Unfortunately, despite the car being high quality and the fantastic racing the One Make series offered, it was discontinued in 2016 after just 2 seasons for 3 reasons. It was too expensive to run, not many people were watching, and it didn't really help the rookies move up in their racing careers. The cost to buy the RS01 was about $400,000, which was too much for the new teams to afford and made it hard for existing teams to continue racing too. The series lacked fan viewership, which meant it struggled to get sponsorship money. Unlike other One Make series that help young drivers climb to bigger races, the Renault Sport Trophy wasn't a series to advance their careers. It lacked the reputation of being inexpensive, which makes the series a genuine stepping stone for aspiring racers. Renault discontinued its Sport Trophy series to focus more on endurance racing. The RS01 race car lived on as many teams and drivers showed more interest in running the machine in GT endurance events. Converting the trophy car to meet the rules for GT3 racing was a big challenge. The RS01 was actually 7 seconds faster per lap than a GT3 car at the Circuit des Spa. To slow it down, Renault engineers made several adjustments. They reduced the car's horsepower from 550 to 500, increased its weight, raised its height slightly, reworked aerodynamics, and replaced the carbon ceramic brakes with less effective steel brakes. These changes highlight just how advanced the original car was. Of course, the GTR engine with a 7-speed paddle shift gearbox stayed, isolating it from every other GT3 car, which only drove a 6-speed. Now on par with any other GT3 car, the Renault RS01 has participated in numerous GT series, including GT Open, the 24-hour GT series, and the 24 Hours of Nürburgring. These are just few of the racing series where Renault found success in the past. The RS01 quickly became iconic and teams started winning with it. V8 racing is known for great success with the RS01 and GT Open and the 24-hour series, winning races like the 12 Hours of Mugello in 2016. From the Supercar Challenge, Monlau competition won races in the Netherlands and Belgium with the RS01. From the GT and Prototype Challenge, the RS01s even raced in the LMP3 class against dedicated LMP3 prototypes. They won a race at Circuit Zandvoort in 2017. The AB Sport Auto team did well in the GTV1 class in the VDAV Endurance Series, winning at Barcelona, Catalunya in 2018. Renault even competed in the Nürburgring 24 Hours, racing in the Special Prototypes SPX class, and finished second in their class and 23rd overall in 2018. After achieving success, it is clear that the car has not been participating in any racing series since 2019. The Renault RS01 received special attention because it is a versatile car initially built just for the Trophy series, then later adapted for larger competition. It boasts a super lightweight design and a powerful engine, making it super fast. However, it's not the first car that comes to mind when you think of today's GT3 cars. When you first see it, you would think this is a GT car, right? And you'd be right, without knowing the fact that it wasn't at first until you watch this video. The RS01 was built like a Le Mans prototype with the look of a GT3 car before becoming the only GT3 car out there that's not based on a street car period, but it has a road car engine from Nissan, which really makes it different. This beast opened up exciting opportunities for new racers to prove themselves in their racing careers. All these reasons illustrate why the Renault RS01 deserves recognition as something special in the racing world. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more content like this, and I'll see you in the very next video. Peace out and stay safe. Christheradar out.